there. This is Cozy Misadventures. Thank you for joining me on my journey today. I have a special guest here next to me.
Hi, I'm Cozy Misadventures' son. I'm so excited to be on this channel.
All right, on that note, let's go ahead and jump right in. In between saves, I have updated my base. If you've seen any of my prior videos, you can see that I've added a second story. I was quickly running out of room. I also added a lot of windows. So you can see I've got the curved windows all around the side here, and I've got stairs right in the center. I have not done any of the reorganization of my materials. I am about ready to bring my storage to a place of efficiency, but I haven't done that yet. So today we are going to start working on the terraformation of Prime. I'm curious to see how quickly it goes once I start intentionally doing this. At this point, let's check in with our stats. Oxygen is still at 0. Heat and pressure are increasing, but that is because I have 7 ore extractors. I don't have anything else that is building heat or pressure. So let's change that. The first thing I'm going to do is increase my oxygen. So for that, I will need tier 3 tree spreader. I should hopefully have everything that's needed for that. Let's go ahead and put the recipes for the drill and the heater. At this point, I'm just going to do one of each because again, I like to see Prime develop. So let's see, I need 3, 4, 5 super alloys, not aluminum, 3 iridium, and 1 osmium, just 1 zeolite. And now let's go check out, oh, I need a regular super alloy. Now let's go check out the chaos that is my biomaterial. I'm gonna put my red woo seed in. That's one that I brought from Selenia. I need bacteria, so it looks like I will need to deconstruct a mutagen, break it down into its parts. I have 1 green tier 2 fertilizer, and I have a tier 3. Let's check the other chests to see what I've got. Let's see. Oh, there's a explosive powder and beautiful. Another tier 2, so I don't have to deconstruct. Tree seed, still needing that bacteria and 2 more explosive powders. Let's see this. This is stressing me out. I do believe this will be the next thing I take care of. There are so many things. All right, here's another explosive powder. So I'm going to make just 1 right here. I should have the materials ready, and I do. Perfect. We'll make a couple more just to have some inventory. I think that's good. All right, and then we are going to get that bacteria from the mutagen. Come here, methane. Sometimes you have to really get the right angle for it. So I don't need the sulfur or the methane. So planting. All right, now these red woo trees are gigantic, but beautiful. So I'm going to put them a distance away from my base so they don't get in my way, but I could still see them. All right, so I think it's going to go right here, just right in the middle of my desert. Here we go. Look at that score rise. It is exploding. We'll put the drill here and the heater over here. So now I can see the terraformation score increasing pretty quickly. Let's go back in, take care of our needs, and then we will see what's happening. All right, you can see that oxygen going. I am halfway to lakes. I'm curious to see the difference out here. Oh, yes, there's already a noticeable difference in the lake. It is increasing just as I speak. You can see it raising. These rocks are going to be underwater before too long, and we will be lakeside. How exciting. All right. One other screen that I do want is the biomass screen. So let's see what I need for that. When I do my readjustment of storage, I am going to change where these things are. Looks like I cannot fit it right here. That's fine. We will make it work. It'll fit right there for now. It looks like we've got some plants going. Obviously, no insects or animals at this point, but biomass is growing. Let's see our difference. Those rocks are gone and the lake is still rising. See if we notice any changes at the back. Not yet. I think we'll really start to see a difference once we get to the moss stage. The ground starts to get green. I can also add some plant spreaders. And look at this, we are almost at lakes. How exciting. So for the record, it looks like you can terraform on a second planet pretty quickly with a few tier 3 extractors and just one of each machine. Obviously, it's not going to get me to full terraformation. However, it's a pretty significant jump compared to where I was when we started this episode just a few minutes ago. I do enjoy seeing the lake rise. I feel like that's pretty relaxing. Keep watching until it stops. Oh, is that it? That might be it. Let's see. Yep, we are going from lakes to moss. So now I've got fresh water right outside my door. Won't have to rely on my water bottles anymore. Instead, I can just drink right out of the water. Now that I have this water, I'm going to add some tier 2 algae generators. I'm also going to add a biodome to generate some tree bark, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. We'll need to deconstruct a couple of those. I don't think I have any bio. Oh, I do have some bioplastic nuggets. I will need to take apart some of those tier 2 fertilizers. All right, so let's do that. I do have a tier 2 recycler stairs now. However, it takes a little time. And right now, it's just faster for me to do this myself. So now I'm going to collect all my materials and put them in my inventory. We'll put away anything that's not needed for our recipes and go from there. Oh, we've got some algae too. With 3, I can make my own bacteria next time. And once I get this algae going, it's just going to streamline the process. A tip that I didn't know for a while, if you are trying to move things in or out of your inventory, say these squash, instead of clicking them one by one, if you hold down Control on your keyboard and click, it will transfer all of them. They don't need to be in a row. It cuts down on just a little bit of time, which is always great. All right, let's see. Need some super alloy. 1, 2, 3. Magnesium, which is in the corner, and some water, which I do not have. Water is something that I am going to need to invest in as well. All right. We can put our algae right over here. That's perfect. And the biodome is going to go upstairs on this side right here. All right, there we go. Let's set this to supply all. I also want to put a door on that side. Oops, my goodness, things are in the way. I cannot wait to reorganize. So I do want to put a door upstairs as well, just to make things a little bit easier. I like having all the options available when I'm coming and going because I never know where I'm coming from. And sometimes I'm flying in from the side. All right. Also, just jump right out here. Check on things. Oh, I see a slight green coming through. I cannot wait for this planet to be nice and green. Let's check in with our progress. I've been playing for about 15 minutes. And in that time, we are steadily increasing our terraformation. All right. Next, I am going to add an atmospheric water collector just to start generating water because I need it for so many different things. All right, here we go. Let's grab all those base materials, which are right over here. Not titanium, magnesium, silicon, cobalt, aluminum, and a superalloy. I'm actually going to bring a couple rods upstairs to my machine to just have some of that single-use alloy on hand. So let's go ahead and we will put the water just right out here. Nice and easy to get to. At some point, we'll probably adjust, but nice and close is where we want to be now. This locker's empty and it is going to demand water. All right, I think we are in good shape. You can see those trees coming in back there. They will be towering before too long. Next on the agenda, I do believe we're going to add some more things to increase our terraformation. Now, I did not bring any other trees with me. However, I can probably make some trees with the resources I already have. I should have enough for heat and pressure though. All right, let's see. Got a good stock of osmium right now. Let me see if I can make another powder. I think I should be able to. And this is actually something that I can make over near the mines because the mine has iridium and sulfur, and I have my crafting machine right there. All right, that is enough. We'll leave these in here for next time. Let's get our tier 2 and a mutagen to deconstruct and a zeolite. Oops, I almost forgot my tree seed or tree bark. There we go. I'm going to put these machines right near their counterparts just to make it easy. Once I try to optimize things, I will separate them and really take them away from my base because I don't like looking at them. I think it takes away from the beauty that is this game. But for the time being, it's nice that they're close so I can make adjustments as I see fit. So we're going to put in this last tree spreader. In between the next episodes, I will create a couple more trees just to help us increase our oxygen a little bit more. I know that is an area that is lacking. All right, I needed titanium earlier and I no longer need it. Oh, I've got a message. We're just going to throw all these things in here just to be out of the way. I'm also going to make some explosive powder because I will need it for a while and I need to go back to the base and have somewhere that's actually demanding it. Otherwise, it's going to clutter up my autocrafter. Let's see. I don't believe I have any empty ones. You know what? I will just demand it right here. We will fill it up. And then as I organize my storage, I will ensure to create a bin there. No bean ready. Let's read this message. We are well over halfway to moss. So Riley sent us a message. He says to use ore extractors in different areas to extract specific materials. Rockets are really important to help boost your generation of something, and it's all encrypted. Luckily, we did already know about the extractors, and the rockets are a great idea. Let's see if I have what it takes to build rockets right now. Oh, I do believe I do. Let's see if I have any super alloy. I do not have any single alloys. Guess it already pushed it all. Let's see if it'll do it right away. This one's always a pain to pick up downstairs. That didn't take too long, and my drones were so fast, it picked it up before I could grab it. All right, here we go. We've got plenty of titanium, plenty of iron. And we're going to throw this out here. We'll just go in this direction so we're not blocking too much of the view. I do want to put it kind of close to the cliffs to be out of the way. I think that's perfect. Let's see if there's anything that's calling our name right now. Perhaps oxygen. That's all tier 1. The only tier 2 I've unlocked at this point is the tier 2 asteroid attraction rocket, and I know I don't have any solar quartz right now, so I'm going to need to wait for that one. Well, this gives me some idea of how to boost that terraformation, but look at the view from here. It's really, really pretty. I love that huge lake. It's starting to get green with the moss stage, not just on the ground, but in the mountains. And it is just beautiful. And look at that. Is that Humble in the sky right here? I think it might be. Okay, I think we are going to actually call it right now and let this be the end of the video for today. I think we made a lot of progress. We're almost to the moss stage, and we are just exponentially increasing our terraformation. Before we know it, we are going to have bugs and animals. I cannot wait. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.